And we're back. So yesterday we were down in Calapan, Oriental Mindoro, and now we are up the mountain and we are at Puerto Galera. And this place is already amazing. We just got up here, just the biggest waterfall I've seen. And now we are at Tamaraw Falls. All right, well, welcome to Puerto Galera. Man, this is so amazing. It's just one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen, and this is just the beginning. All right, well, I'll tell you one thing that you just cannot experience back in the US is getting coconuts like this. I mean, this whole entire thing is just filled with delicious coconut water, total natural electrolyte, and oh my God, it's the best tasting stuff I've ever had in my life. And that's not an understatement at all. All right, so we got a machete here. This is the first time that I'm ever cutting me a coconut, and I'm double-handing it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is sharp.
All right, so.
It's already fine. You just need to break it apart.
All right, we'll pull this out. Can I do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Up. Okay. What?
Lagyan natin ng spoon.
Oh, a spoon. Okay, yeah, all right. I thought they said that I did it wrong. All right, so one more thing about this lovely coconut business is you just slice off a little sliver of the shell, and this is, you make your own utensils. Scoop it out of the coconut. This is a very young coconut, so that's why there's so much juice in it, and there's not quite as much flesh, but the flesh that is in there is just phenomenal. God, that's good. So just a few minutes up from that waterfall I was just at, this is the beautiful view that is just a nice little scenic overlook of the sea from the mountain. See all those lovely coconut trees. That body of water right there is the Batangas Bay, I believe. I'm almost certain that is it. But wow, I just am fascinated by all the green and the jungle vegetation. I love it all. So it is pretty amazing. All right, so this is Puerto Galera. This is the downtown region. This is a pretty touristy area. That waterfall we were just at is more just the beginning. So that started up in the mountain, and then we just worked our way downtown, and we're just checking it out. And this is all Christmas ornaments, is that right? Yep, just a beautiful area. Wow, okay. Ooh, I'm familiar with them. Those, yep, that is a sea urchin. Many sea urchins, wow. I know what they feel like in your hands. Yeah, this is just a nice little area, pretty peaceful for the most part. I'm just a little amazed by this ship over here, so I just want to show a little bit of this. So in a very touristy area like this, you will get harassed pretty hard by people selling stuff and just constantly wanting you to buy stuff. I just literally had to like shake this guy off with a stick because he was just so persistent, and you just got to be very firm and just say no, say Hindi, which means no in Tagalog, and just keep moving. And I try my best to be polite about it, but sometimes you just gotta be like, no, and just keep moving. So anyways, even if you hesitate, look at it a little bit, they'll just follow you all over the place. So you gotta be really careful and just always look out for yourself. There that beautiful sun comes. So one other thing about this area is that it's more south and it is closer to the equator, so it's actually a lot hotter, even hotter down here. But because of its mountainous terrain and just the particular area that it's in, it rains a lot more, so it's not just constantly beautiful and sunny like the San Fernando and the La Union area that I've been exploring in the beginning.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello,
kamusta ka? And this just happens to be the Westlife stage. Just kidding. But it is a cool giant stage, and man, I love this place. Ooh, and something that I really kind of want to try to do is I would like to get on this ship over here. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, what?
So this is
See, we got some old cannons up in here. Excuse me, would you guys like to say hi to the channel? Salamat. These are just some fine people cruising this area. Have a good day now. I don't want anything to do with that rope. I'll tell you what, all this traveling has been so exhausting. Yesterday, oh man, just the last few days even, it took us a total of 15 hours to get down to this particular area, and we just have been going non-stop. So last night, it was so nice to just finally have a bed and just get some rest and starting fresh today. So just got to make sure that I take care of myself, staying hydrated, eating fairly good, and just trying to be as good to myself as I possibly can. Alright, so we're still in Puerto Galera. Basically been on the road for probably 4 hours now, and we just come to a resort to kind of rest up just for the day. We're not gonna spend the night here. We're just gonna charge up all our supplies. We're gonna recharge ourselves, get cleaned up if we need to. But this resort also offers a bunch of different packages where they could take us out to the sea, do some snorkeling, do some touristy stuff, and honestly, I'm probably gonna do something like that. So I'm just gonna show you guys this place. This place is beautiful, super nice, and it is on just the very nice white sand beach. It's actually called the White Beach Resort. So let's go check this place out a little bit. So we'll just show the basic area, and then I'm probably gonna hit the room and just rest up just a little bit, charge up my cameras, the drone, just charge up everything that I got with me so we can just keep on rolling. So this place is fantastic. Man, you guys are gonna love it. So let's not waste any more time and let's just get right to it. Oh man, Jesus. Wow. All right, well, I'll tell you what, something like this is right up my alley, and I absolutely love it. Just super blue and clear water. Yeah, man, I really do like this place. Look at that. Freaking looks like a giant floating party out there. Looks like they got parasailing. Man, just pretty much everything. Anything that we want to do, we could probably do here. Then we'll just go up to the room area. And then just right here, I'll show all these things that they offer. We got good old island tours, snorkeling, underwater caves. So funny. People are like, oh, random white guy walking through. He's obviously a tourist. So this is the room that I'm staying in, and the sweet view we got right outside our room. Check this out. Boom. Very, very nice view.
Ano naman, short time for nakarating. Tapos kung kilala nyo din yung si Gloria. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna cut it here. Gonna just rest up a little bit, and we'll see in a little bit. All right, well, we're gonna go do a little bit of kinda sounds like a lot of stuff. We're gonna take a little boat out, we're gonna go see some sea life, we're gonna go check out some caves, sea caves, right? Okay, yep, so we're gonna just head out on this little boat, we're gonna go do a couple activities, we're gonna get in the water, and we're gonna hopefully see some good stuff out there.
First activity was giant clam.
What is it?
Giant clam.
Giant clam?
Yeah. And the next, flower garden, and the last, underwater game. We have 3 activities.
3 activities? Okay, and what is the giant clam?
Oh. What's your?
What is the giant clam? Is that in a real clam?
Yeah.
Really? Like a live clam? So we're heading out to go do some diving to see a giant clam apparently, and we're gonna go check out some underwater sea caves. The water here is crystal clear, beautiful blue, and just awesome. Okay, we're just getting ready to do a little bit of diving. Excuse me, sir. What is your name?
Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's nice to meet you. And we definitely appreciate you hooking us up here.
Nice to meet you, boss.
Okay. he knows my name. Okay. So, something, I actually have not experienced snorkeling though, too much. Hardly ever.
Your first experience?
Yep,
Snorkeling?
yep. So, probably should not have gum when I'm snorkeling.
Yeah, like that. The first I can ride the corals, and the next I can stop with the giant clam, and we dive.
Okay, so is there anything particular that we're looking for underneath? Just looking at everything?
Yeah.
Is there any certain wildlife that we might see down there?
Many fish, sir.
And what's that?
Many fish.
Many piece?
Yeah.
Like many pieces?
Fish.
Oh, fish.
Fish.
Okay.
Small
Many fish. You gonna see any sharks down here?
No. No shark, boss.
No sharks. Okay.
Ayusin natin yung life jacket mo. Baba ka.
So you're gonna drive?
Yeah.
You're gonna drive and we're gonna
Slowly,
be in
I
there.
can drive and round to the corals. You can hold the rope. No need to swim, boss. You can hold the rope.
All right, well, definitely a little harder to do certain things when you don't understand what's going on. So my family and people that I'm with do the best they can to kind of translate things and explain to me what's happening. But it's definitely a challenging experience. However, this is a wonderful time. I mean, you can't really complain when you're in beautiful clear water, seeing sea life, and that what you just saw was like one of the biggest clams that has ever really, that's around this area for sure. So I'll be curious to see that later. I'm not an experienced diver, so Ryan, our guide here, was nice enough to dive down there and get a shot of it for us. Now we are gonna go see some corals and some different things down in the water. So we're just gonna have to kind of roll with it and do the best that we can. yeah, Ryan here is a fisherman, and he's a diver, and he's been guiding for quite some time. How long have you been guiding?
Gano'n na katagal?
3 years.
3 years? Okay, yeah. So he's much better at diving than me. And it's crazy how there's so much salt in the water that it makes the body float, so it's even harder to go deeper down. Yep, but either way, it's been a really good experience, really beautiful. We just went through the coral garden, saw that giant clam, and we still are gonna go see some sea caves. So yeah, salamat. I definitely appreciate everything. It's been a good experience. As long as everybody's enjoying it, then that's really all that matters. That's why we came here.
One more dive.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
One more. We're gonna try one more. Let's see what I can do.
Okay.
Yep. Just one second.
Can you say it again?
Feels like hang on. Alright. Yeah. These are like homemade flippers.
Para mabilis na lumubog.
Made out of
Made in China.
made in China. Made in the Philippines.
Made in Puerto Galera.
And are we able to go in just a little shallower area?
Shallow.
Could we? Just a little bit? Please? With what we got, and now we're gonna go check out. What is it?
Heart beach.
Hard beach?
Yeah. See the heart?
Oh, a heart? Okay, that's a heart beach. I think it's beating. It's beating for me. Alright, so we're gonna take a little sea cave tour. See what this is all about. I already see some tiny little holes that we might be crawling out of. So this will get interesting. But this is a nice looking place. Let's just take a peek at this real quick. Alright, so let's hope we're not crawling out of this hole.
Your lights?
Yeah, well, you definitely don't want to fall on this stuff. Yeah, don't fall in this hole here. Yeah, you gotta be just super careful going through all this stuff. So the tour guide's saying that we just gotta find our own way through. Whatever way that is, there's many ways. Some tour guide, huh? I'm just kidding. And then, of course, we got waves crashing through here too. Ooh. God, that water is a little chilly. Ooh. God, that's cold. That's neat though.
Dito kami muna.
All right, just be careful. Careful, careful. Ooh.
Pag mag-high tide na dito. May bato. Kasi mami.
Yep. Dunked him.
Bukap lang kayo na. Oo, nag-bay na siya. Abaw! Abaw!
She is. I didn't even know she was up there. So we gotta get out of here. I noticed that the camera's got super low batteries, so I wanna make sure I got enough juice to get us out of here. Yep. Watch your heads. Can't really see him.
Nanditugaw ka lang ka, nagtugaw ka. May tugtog ka.
Alright, let me see this. Woo.
Dati kasi mo, gano'n na kayo ng tawid. Ha? Ipicture mo ako. Kasya po ba kayo? Dali.
Okay. Alright. Basically just kind of a big old circle through here. Alright, and now we're back where we began. So I'm just gonna kill it. That's about it. I want to save as much juice as I can just so we can shoot something more important if we need to. So we'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, so this has been a great experience. These guys have all been super, super helpful. We're just gonna get them in there. Say hello. Yep, thank you so much. Salamat. Bye-bye now. Thank you. Salamat. Bye now. All right, we're heading on out of here. What a great time and experience. Thank you so much to all you fine folks. Ooh, looks like, is that rain? Well, that was an amazing experience. Hey, Ryan, I just got to thank you so much, man. You really did such a good job. Yep, this guy right here, if you're ever down in Puerto Galera, find Ryan. He's a wonderful tour guide, extremely helpful, and I just really appreciate it. So, that was pretty spectacular. It didn't go perfect. Either way, it was an amazing experience. I had a great time, and I think everybody I was with really, really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend doing something like that any day. I think what we paid there was about 650 pesos per person to be taken out, and everything was provided, and we were taken pretty well care of. So 650, anywhere from $10 to $15 to do that. So that was fairly affordable for what we were able to do. However, I did say that we were going to be going down to Boracay Island, and so basically around here you just kind of got to roll with the punches. Our plans have now changed due to us coming to the White Beach Resort and it being in Puerto Galera and going and do those activities that we just went and did. That took a little longer than expected. So actually, if we were still gonna go to Boracay, we would have just had to come back to the resort, pack our stuff really fast, jam into the van like a bunch of rats, and then drive like 6 hours just to catch the ship that is taking us to that island. So we all decided, man, we are tired, we're exhausted. It turns out the other folks are just as exhausted as me, and we're all just human beings, and we can only put ourselves through so much stuff. So we decided, hey, why don't we just take it a little easier? We're going to stay here for the night, we're going to regroup, recharge, and actually utilize what this area already has to offer, because a lot of what it does offer is similar to what we'd go do in Boracay, which would take probably another 10 hours to get to. So, and then we would have to come all the way back. So in a way, it kind of just makes sense, and I'm kind of glad we're doing this in a way, because then we see what this area has to offer, and then we can make our way back up north and to Luzon a little quicker, and then we can kind of get back to my original itinerary, and then I'll kind of venture off on my own a little bit, and then just keep exploring and keep trucking. So anyways, I thank everybody for being with me this far and just kind of putting up with, you know, a lot of changes. It's not a set schedule. I said that things were going to just be kind of all over the place, and that's exactly how they are. So we're going to just check this beautiful area out. And something else that I did just want to mention was, you know, being a vlogger, YouTuber, whatever, it's not as easy as one might think it is. And even for me, you know, I was just thinking, yeah, I'm going to start a YouTube channel because I do all these crazy things and I'm just going to document it. Well, I do know that I am more of a rookie vlogger slash YouTuber, and I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I am learning a lot through this experience, and I plan to just keep growing. Another thing is just being out there today and feeling the power of the sea, and then being with our tour guide who was so good at doing everything. It just made me feel, you know, in the nicest way ever to myself. It made me feel kind of like an idiot because I just didn't know what I was doing. I'm not an experienced diver. And I was at the YMCA for the last few months training and just like, yes, I'm going to be the best diving vlogging machine that ever existed, and that's just not the case at all. So it's a very humbling and realizing experience that, hey, I'm human, I'm learning, and it's just a part of it. So I just want to thank everybody for bearing with me, and I also just don't want to, you know, have too big of a head and think that I'm some big shot, because I'm not. I'm just a very small part of all this, and I'm just trying to make the best of it, just like everyone else is. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch up with you after a little bit. Much. Well, there you have it. Puerto Galera, Oriental Mindoro at its finest. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. Alright, so as always, keep coming with me on West Live. 1, 2, 3, West Live! Salamat!